Luke Russert tweeted out, now when Barack Obama gave that part in his speech where he said it is time to close Guantanamo this year, Luke Russert then tweeted, the Gitmo shout out was red meat for the ultra libs. That's what he said.
Ultra libs.
Did he come out and apologize?
He did not apologize afterwards. So
Oh man,
it's
those
red-
Did he keep
hippies.
his job?
So I think it's weird that only ultra liberals are against are foreign actions that are against international law. So if you're for following international law, you must be some kind of an ultra lib or something. If you're not for indefinite detention of foreigners, then there's something wrong with you. That's just red meat. That's just
You're out of the mainstream if you believe.
yes. So I got Luke on the phone, and let me see if
Yeah, totally.
No,
dude.
Luke, we're on the phone. We have Luke. No, Luke.
Hey, what's up, man? Is this Jimmy Dore?
Yes.
Very excellent. I hear that you're getting an app for your show.
Luke, I want to say I really enjoyed the vines that you posted. You tweeted out about when you.
Dude, Vine is like, it's great, man. That's like the new way that news will be transferred to, the populace.
Yes, I know you took a vine of the behind the scenes at the State of the Union, all the cameras and the people and it was frantic.
Yeah, it's like a lot of dudes.
Yeah.
And ladies. Good ladies.
It was really behind the scene and really made your life look interesting and exciting. And I appreciate you when you have a vine that does that. And then you showed that you have some awesome perspective. You took a vine of the empty chamber of Congress after it was everybody.
Wasn't that weird? There was literally no one there.
Literally, there was no one in there.
That's why I took it. I was like, how often do people get to see a bunch of seats that don't have people sitting in them? And I was like, let's do this. Let the people know what's going on. And I did it, and I put the vine up. People were like, oh, awesome sauce. And I was like, that's cool, man. I mean, that's what we're doing.
Now,
That's what we're doing at CBS.
yeah, you're at NBC. I want to ask you about the tweet.
Oh, shit.
I want to ask you about the tweet where you said we talked about Guantanamo Bay, and you said that was just red meat for the ultra liberals.
Yeah, Obama's got to go far, hard left for, the red meat,
Yeah.
which is something I've heard a lot of people say, meaning like a thing that people like. And so I've learned to say it too. So it's like, yeah, it's red meat for people who like a thing.
So, look, but you said, but you are. Let me ask you. So you're thinking that only ultra liberals want to close Guantanamo? Are you saying that you want to keep it open?
Well, I just think there's two. As a journalist, I have to be an arbiter of both sides. I have to be an arbiter of both sides of the argument. There's two sides to Guantanamo.
What do you mean?
One side's like the ocean, the other one is like the land, alcove that it's in.
No, I don't. That doesn't make any.
Yeah, dude. Totally.
You're saying there's two. So their side. Luke, what I'm asking is, are you in favor of keeping open the facilities at Guantanamo Bay, Cuba?
I personally, it's complicated, but there's, you have to give credence to two sides.
Yeah, but the one side, Guantanamo Bay has become emblematic of the gross human rights abuses perpetrated by the U.S. government in the name of fighting terrorism. Are you for gross human rights abuses?
A lot of people don't think those are gross human abuses. So I don't think it's fair for me as a disinterested journalist to choose one side or the other in this very controversial issue. I'm there to provide Snapchats and Vines about the issue so people can decide for themselves.
So, Luke, now what was it like now, all the after parties? Were there a lot of... because
Oh, yeah, dude. The after parties for the State of the Union address were sick, bro. We did some massive raging. I went over to Brian Williams' daughter's house, and it was awesome. and Ted Koppel's niece was there, and she was doing some Jello shots, and that was pretty sick. And
But Luke, my question is,
Sumner Redstone's great-great-granddaughter was there, and she was like, "Let's get back." I've got to report both sides of this like insanely awesome party situation. Everybody laughed because they knew, it's just like fucking whatever, like sort of a joke guy. And so yeah, we just sort of like the kind of like DC Media Masterclass Junior League was there, and we just fucking raged, man. It was pretty cool. So that was great. I really felt connected and part of a thing that was greater than me.
Luke, don't you think it's kind of silly that
I don't think about anything, man. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I'm
I'm touching my ear like I'm pretending I'm listening to something.
So you're saying that only ultra liberals are for closing Guantanamo Bay, which means that the mainstream and the moderates are the majority of Americans are for continued human rights abuses.
Well, you have to understand, Jimmy, that Guantanamo Bay is a symbol in a lot of ways, the sort of vestigial fist left over of American power from, I don't even know how I created that cogent or intelligent of thought, from 9/11. And it's very important for people to know that we have this arbitrary power to detain and torture people out of a sense of vengeance. And I think that's really important for a lot of Americans. And I'm sorry, but I, for one, don't see that as dismissible because they have their opinions. And opinions, you have to respect them because they exist.
So at 9/11, you were 16.
Yeah, dude. Just learning to drive.
So you've grown up pretty much your whole adult life without rights. That's why
Jimmy, I have a lot of rights and some rights that would make you pretty angry if you knew about them, being honest with you. I get away with a lot of stuff that you probably wouldn't. I killed a girl in a drug driving accident.
Okay, Luke Rosser. That was Luke Rosser.
Wow.
We love him.
Okay. God bless Luke Rosser.
That's great.